This evening, it's an opportunity for us to both talk with each other, enjoy the sense of accomplishment, but most importantly, to hear from patients and their family members who've seen this firsthand.
Nick and I were on a very different path. He was hitting continually his rock bottom, and therefore I feel like I was hitting mine.
Reminds us of the human beings that we serve.
One thing led to another, and we actually just started, this sounds crazy, but we just started doing heroin.
It reminds us of why we have to keep at this.
I put my parents through a lot of pain and a lot of fear. And I never thought I would start living a life where I would do that.
Nick needed a level of support and care that state programs and outpatient care could not offer. I knew that Silver Hill's program was the place that could give him that, but there was no way for us to afford it, and I had just recently lost my job.
As we have conceptualized this notion of patient financial aid, this way of giving back to our patients if we aren't able to afford some of our services all on their own, we reached out to our friends. We reached out to the people who have been supporters of ours in the past.
The financial aid from donors like you guys gave me the opportunity to regain my life.
Silver Hill reached out to say that Nick had been granted a patient aid scholarship. That day changed our lives.
We had the idea that by connecting with our supporters, we could grow the fund. We could grow the amount of money that we give back.
A woman reached out to me and said that her son, he was a sophomore in high school, was cutting himself and was planning to shoot members of his school. And she had no idea what to do. And I said, well, you need to call Dr. Gerber. And he answered her phone call. And this young man right now is thriving. His mind is perfectly clear, and he is so thankful for that opportunity. But that opportunity became available to him because of this fund, because his family didn't have the means, and you all gave him that opportunity.
We're not done, and we will never be done.
So you see, it's not just this young man, it's everyone else whose life we can touch.
You were a force multiplier, because think of the PFA that went to support your care, and now how many other people you're helping.
I started working in the field, and luckily enough, full circle, I was able to get a position here, work in the very house that I recovered in.
So many of the folks who are helped by our programs go on to help so many other people.
Nick now teaches at a trauma-informed elementary school, and it's incredible how every day I hear a story about how he's changed someone else's life. Patient aid doesn't just change one life, it creates a ripple effect, and it touches families, and it touches communities and generations. So thank you to all of the donors who made my life and our life today possible.
Everything is possible, but it's not possible alone.
The hospital wouldn't exist if we didn't have all of the supporters and all of you who return and come here to enjoy that warmth and to pass it on to others.
Silver Hill offered the tools and space needed to process difficult emotions, build healthier coping strategies, and regain a sense of control. I am eternally grateful to the donors who made this experience possible for me.
I've taken my life back for myself and would not have been able to achieve my mental health goals without the emotional, physical, and financial help that Silver Hill has gifted me.
In the depths of my despair, you lit a candle of hope inside me, held my hand, and guided me to freedom and purpose. Thank you, Silver Hill and its donors. I will never forget this gift of life.
I'm just so grateful. I'm really grateful for this place, and I'm really grateful for the donors that helped me get to where I am today.